community. It's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and today I'm going to show you my cassettes. Yes, I actually have, for some reason, been accumulating cassettes. I don't know, but I've seemed to like them. I've got two really nice cassette decks, one in this room and one in my main listening room. They both sound really good, so when I see them for dirt cheap, I usually tend to pick them up, and if they're albums that I really want or really like, I'll tend to pick them up as well. So I'm going to start with hard rock and heavy metal genres and go from there. So we'll start with AC/DC. First up, I have a copy of High Voltage on cassette. So with AC/DC, of course, that is my favorite band, and I will likely be trying to gather as many AC/DC cassettes as I can. So not a surprise, I'm going to have a few of these. So High Voltage. Then we have Let There Be Rock. We have Back in Black. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Flick of the Switch. Fly on the Wall. Who Made Who. Ball Breaker. And the newest one, Power Up. These were only released so far in Europe, so we had to send off for this one from my buddy Nate. He was able to procure me a copy. I got the yellow color. There are, I think, 4 or 5 different color variations of the album. I only wanted one copy, so I said whatever one you can get, I don't care. So AC/DC, that's my AC/DC cassette so far. Definitely been on the lookout for more. Then we've got Badlands' second album. This is Jake E. Lee's project after Ozzy Osbourne. His first album is critically acclaimed. This is the second album, called, I believe it's Voodoo Highway, yes. So pretty good stuff. Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith. This is a cassette that I got for Christmas in 93 or 94. I can't recall exactly, and loved it ever since. It's my favorite Bon Jovi album, so when I have to keep that one around. Brittany Fox, self-titled album. Cinderella Night Songs. And Cinderella Long Cold Winter. Damn Yankees, self-titled. Ted Nugent, Tommy Shaw, and Jack Blades. Great band. Damn Yankees Don't Tread. Phenomenal album. I would love to see Music on Vinyl put this out as a reissue. Dangerous Toys, self-titled. Fantastic, fantastic album. And Dangerous Toys, Hellacious Acres, another really good album. Def Leppard, Hysteria. Extreme, 3 Sides to Every Story. I'd love to have this on vinyl, but unfortunately I missed the window, and it's very hard to find now. Firehouse, self-titled, another one I would love to have on vinyl. This is the one I'm trying to find the most right now, is this on vinyl, but just one of my all-time favorites. Firehouse, Hold Your Fire. Great Whites, Twice Shy. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, classic album. Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1. And Guns N' Roses, The Spaghetti Incident. I'm one of the few people who absolutely love this album. I think it's great. It's the only album where Gilby Clarke, who replaced Izzy Stradlin in the band, ever played on with them, and I think it's great. Great stuff. All covers. Sammy Hagar, VOA. Probably his biggest album. Living Color, Vivid. Metallica, the 598 EP, Garage Days. My favorite Motley Crue, self-titled, 1994, with John Corabi on vocals. Mr. Big, Lean Into It. Vince Neil Exposed. This is the solo album after he had left Motley Crue. Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz. Ozzy, No More Tears. Phenomenal album. Phenomenal. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. Picked this up at a garage sale just this recently. Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In. Open Up and Say Ah. Flesh and Blood. Swallow This Live. Native Tongue. And was pumped to find this one. Greatest Hits. Rhino Bucket, self-titled. Awesome band. In the vein of AC/DC. Their singer has a very similar sound to Bon Scott, and they are just absolutely fantastic. Love these guys. Saigon Kick, The Lizard. This one, I don't know if I'd put it necessarily into hard rock, but whatever. Richie Sambora. This one is Stranger in This Town. A really, really good album. It was a solo album. Bon Jovi guitarist. The Scream. Let It Scream. Skid Row, Subhuman Race. Slaughter, Stick It To Ya. And Slaughter, Stick It To You Live. Found this at a garage sale recently. Soundgarden Super Unknown. Great album. Izzy Stradlin and the Juju Hounds. Phenomenal. This is Izzy's first solo album after leaving Guns N' Roses. Tesla 5-Man Acoustical Jam. Typo Negative, Slow, Deep, and Hard. This is my original copy that I bought right after seeing them open for Motley Crue. I bought this one and Slow, Deep and Hard. This one and Bloody Kisses. Immediately after seeing that concert, went out to Best Buy the next day and picked those up. Ugly Kid Joe, America's Least Wanted. Would love to find this on vinyl as well. Van Halen, OU812. For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. And Balance. Warrants, Dog Eat Dog. Another one I'd love to find on vinyl. And last but not least, Winger. Self-titled debut. Okay, next up, I've got all the rest. Country, pop, soundtracks, whatever isn't heavy metal, hard rock. That's what this is. We'll start with, this is a promo copy of Paula Abdul's Head Over Heels album. This one was her third album, I do believe. I don't know that it ever really went anywhere, but this is a, like I said, virgin promo copy that was sent out to radio stations. And they're really, kind of weird because they look like they're dubs, which they typically are, but whatever. I got Tal Bachman. His famous song off this was She's So High, from, of course, the Bachman Turner Overdrive legacy. Tal Bachman, son of Bachman. Bad English's second album, Backlash. So I have the first album on vinyl and CD, and the only way I have this one is on cassette. Not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. Batman soundtrack. Meredith Brooks. This one is called Blurring the Edges. Famous song, Bitch. Tracy Chapman's New Beginning. Mark Cohen. Walking in Memphis on that one. Elvis Costello and Burt Bacharach. They just did a MoFi pressing this on vinyl. I did not get a copy of it, but pretty fun mix of Elvis Costello and jazzy type stuff. Really good. Elvis Costello's Spike. Faith Hill, Take Me As I Am. Hootie and the Blowfish Fairweather Johnson, Michael Jackson's Bad, Billy Joel Stormfront, The Judds Greatest Hits Volume 2, Wynonna Judd, Tell Me Why. This is her second album, I believe. Yeah, Girls with Guitars on here. Great album. Alison Krauss. This is Now That I've Found You, featuring her cover of When You Say Nothing at All. Fantastic. I don't know. I think this is my wife's that came out of storage thing that she had. This is Marquita. I am not really familiar with Martika, but she seems to have liked her when she was younger enough to keep a cassette around. Matchbox 20, Yourself or Someone Like You. Found this at a garage sale recently. The Maverick soundtrack. Remember that movie? Yep. Flaming Pie by Sir Paul McCartney. MC Hammer pre-fame. This was Let's Get It Started. And of course the one that broke him, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Milli Vanilli, Girl You Know It's True. Alana Miles, self-titled, great album. NKOTB, another promo copy. This one is of their Face the Music album, which was after the whole lip sync controversy. They tried to go a little harder into hip-hop and things like that, and that is what this is. 1993, Face the Music. This kind of was an album that flopped for them. People had really turned on them by the time that came out. We got Dolly Parton, Golden Streets of Glory. Dolly Parton's White Limousine. Love to find that on vinyl. It's one I'm missing. Dolly Parton, this one is Slow Dancing with the Moon. Again, would love to find that on vinyl, but I don't know if it ever was released on vinyl. Prince, Diamonds and Pearls. This one I got for free from the record store on Record Store Day. They just had a bunch of copies lying around, and they just put them in bags, and something I'll probably never ever listen to, but it's Lou Reed, New York. REM Document. The Simpsons Sing the Blues. This one's cool. Titanic soundtrack. And last but certainly not least, Two Live Crew's Greatest Hits. I think it was free. So there you go. That is currently my cassette collection. Quite a few that I've collected over this period of time. I don't know how many that is. I'll have to count them, but just something that if they're dirt cheap, I'll tend to pick up a copy of something on cassette. I'm not actively out looking for cassettes, like I said, but if it's there and it's cheap, like $1, I'll usually throw it in my cart and pick it up if it's something I like. So that's my cassette collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. April's vinyl haul video is coming together really nicely. I should have that out for you next week, and looking forward to that. That'll be the first monthly installment of Vinyl Edition, so be on the lookout for that. I just released a new podcast episode. You can find that in the link tree listed in here. Check that out. I hope you enjoy listening to that. If you're a podcast fan, you can just search for Brian's Vinyl Records on your podcast app, and it should come up there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep spinning, or in this case, keep playing these tapes.